actually meaningful. It's like having passion is like having a good diet. What you put in is what you get out. If you have a good diet, you're eating good foods. Let's say you're eating your yogurts, your fruits, your vegetables. Your body starts looking good. You start feeling good. If you have a good relationship, a good passion in your relationship, that's a good diet. That's good for you. You're going to start looking good just by having good passion, being a more passionate person. And it doesn't matter what you're passionate about. Be passionate about something, though. Something. It could be your community. Maybe you're passionate about other people. Start by being passionate about the person next to you, whoever that is. Maybe it's literally your neighbor. Maybe it's just your coworker. If you're that's if you're passionate about people. Maybe you're passionate about basketball. Start dribbling a ball more often. I don't know. I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. It's frustrating. It's frustrating for me personally because I know I don't put that much effort into a lot. Like there's a lot of things I want to do. There's a lot of things I love. I love writing. I love reading. I love making music. I love uh I love playing basketball. I love I love working out too. I love boxing. I have a lot of different things I like to do. I like making money. I don't love it, but I do like it. Every single time I think about, okay, well, what is it I haven't done in a while? And I put that minute in, I take that minute, I take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, however much time I got on my hands, or however much time my brain can allow me to focus on something, and I put it in. It makes me so happy after that minute's up. Cause I'm like, okay, I made a little bit of progress. It's I am closer to the person that I want to be than I was before, 5 minutes ago, whatever. There's no passion with these people. I'm seeing these people walk around and they like are mad at people in gated communities or people in like, bigger houses. And they're like, man, their house looks nice, X, Y, and Z. And the problem is, and this is probably like deeper. The problem is people think that they should be able to buy passion. They should be able to buy nice things. And this is comes as a result of capitalism being as potent as it is in, America, capitalist society. It's marketed that if you have enough money, you should be able to buy a good life. But a good life can't be bought. A good life is a life where you feel fulfilled by living it. You feel fulfilled. The only way to feel fulfillment is to work. It's hard to admit, but it's like I have to put in work if I want to be fulfilled. If I want to feel good about my body, I have to work on it. I have to diet. If I want to feel good about my house where I live, even if it's your apartment, you have to clean it. You have to make it clean. If you want to feel good about your car, you have to learn how to take care of your car. Sure, you could have, if you had all the money, you could pay somebody else to help you do those things. But at the end of the day, it's like you're paying for an appearance, not for you're not helping your personality though. You're paying for an appearance, but that's just your outside, your exterior. You're not internally building anything, creating anything that you yourself years from now will look back on and feel, fulfilled about or successful, or it'll make you feel like happy about the life you've lived. You can't buy a good life. You have to work for it. You have to earn it through work. And a good life can be very simple. when I say a good life, I know a lot of people. The first thing that comes to my head that I know is wrong is like a good life, a bunch of money. You can go where you want. Uh, you could own a store. You could buy whatever you feel like, a new chain, a new suit, a new car. You're slim. A good life. When I say good life, I know like a lot of people immediately think of what they can do with their money. A good life shouldn't is not what you can do with your money. A good life will get you some money, but a good life is what is making you feel like secure about yourself. Like a good life is when you can wake up and you can go into the kitchen and grab a clean plate and make a healthy breakfast. Whether that's like a cheap breakfast, or maybe it's a bit of a treat, it's expensive. A good life is when you can walk. A good life is when you can invite people over to your house and not feel like, oh, I have to do a whole bunch of cleaning before I can invite people over. A good life is having that sense of security, that sense of um, readiness for anything. And tell me I'm wrong. Tell me if you are living a bad or a good life simply by thinking about what you are and aren't ready for. Are you ready to bring somebody over to your house right now? Are you ready to go to work right now? Are you ready to go and do some extracurricular activities? Make a ceramic pot. Are you ready to go do aerobics? Are you ready to go to the park right now? Do you feel good enough to do that right now? If you answer yes to all those questions, you probably would consider your life pretty good. I consider my life pretty good. I could invite somebody over right now if I wanted to. I can go to the park. If my phone rings right now and work calls me, I can go to work. I can also hit some people up and we could just talk about anything right now. A good life does not none of that requires any money. All of that requires effort. And tell me I'm wrong. If you think that I'm wrong and you think that a good life can be bought, how much money do you actually need to have a good life then? Because you will probably, whatever your answer is, you will not probably see that amount of money that you can expend just to live a good life off money alone. Most people will probably say enough money to hire somebody to clean, hire somebody to cook, hire somebody to drive you everywhere, and then not work. You don't have that kind of money. And even people who do have that kind of money usually are not happy because they're not putting forth any effort. They don't have any accomplishment other than the fact that they got that money. And a lot of the times, the people that get money like that do some real crappy shit. They live a very um, disassociated life. Like they are removed from reality when you live a life that you're buying everything. You're buying your peace. You're buying your security. So anyway, I got 25 minutes out of 3 lines of dialogue. That, my friends, is all I have to say about passion right now. I don't know. I'm very passionate about people taking themselves seriously. You know, a lot of people think this shit is a joke. Your life's not a joke. It should not be a joke. I mean, it can look like a joke. Maybe your life's funny. It can be funny. People make money off of having a funny life, you know? They're called comedians. But your life itself is not a joke. I just want one day for more people to wake up and start trying to live a good life, you know, for their sake and for mine, my own sanity included, everybody's sake. The more people living a good life, the easier it is to inspire somebody who is in a negative space to also live a good life. But that requires you to take care of yourself. You if you want to live a good life, you do have to have like a good mindset. You have to have a mindset focused on or pushing towards being a good person, eating right, eating the right amount of stuff, exercising, going outside, talking to people about things other than yourself or the news, being willing to have like a conversation that's like difficult. I recently found myself in a situation where I was talking to a coworker and they had told me something tragic. It was really tragic, but I didn't really know how to deal with it. They said they got PTSD from this situation, and it was hard for me to dive into. I'm not saying I live the best life. I'll say I live a good life because I can do all these things, but there are some things that I still struggle with. These are things that I'm working on constantly. One of the things that I'm working on is how to deal with like a conversation that's deeper, a conversation that actually requires you to have some emotional empathy, emotional investment into another person. It's hard for me to be emotionally invested because a lot of the times, as soon as I get invested, I feel attachment, and I don't really like that as a person. I don't like being attached to many things. Uh, that's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on allowing myself to be attached to things. I don't like being attached to things because as soon as I start feeling like they are disattached, it hurts me emotionally, and it's difficult to deal with. It's difficult for everybody to deal with, but it's just one of those things that it's one of my weaknesses. Something that I have to overcome. So, all right. That's all there is to it.